If you're unsure of your brow shape, then you've come to the right place. By using the Brow Quad Ratio, you can finally personalize the ultimate brow shape to suit your face. First, you need to locate the start, arch, and end of your brow. Start of your brow. Hold the ruler so it sits vertically from the center or close to the center of your nostril. Where it crosses your top brow line is where your brow should start. If this start point is too unrealistic for you, then position it at or close to the outer edge of your inner nostril. This extension is so important because it literally helps to frame your eyes and lessen the gap between your brows. Mark the ideal start point with a vertical line relative to your natural brow thickness. Arch of your brow. Position the ruler so it sits vertically at or close to the outer edge of your iris. Where it crosses your top brow line is where your brow should arch. Now don't worry if your arch point is slightly out of alignment. Mine is a bit further out by a few millimeters, but is perfectly fine. Make sure your arch point is not positioned at the center of your iris or towards the inner corner of your eye. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with a permanently surprised look. Mark the ideal arch point with a dot or a tiny vertical line. End of your brow. Align the ruler from the outer edge of your nostril to the outer corner of your eye. Where it intersects your brow is where your brow should end. At this point, your eyes will look instantly lifted. Mark the ideal endpoint with a dot. How to measure your brows using the Brow Quad Ratio. Apply the Brow Quad Ratio to your 3-point markings to accurately measure your ultimate brow shape. Natural brow thickness is measured from the vertical length at the start of your brow. It sits between 0.4 cm to 1 cm. If your measurement is less than 0.4 cm, then your brows are way too thin. Bulking up your brows is essential to add definition and balance to your face. Brow length is measured from the start of your brow to the end of your brow. It sits between 4.5 cm to 5.5 cm. It doesn't matter if your brow length is a little bit longer because this measurement is right for your face. Arch length is measured from the start of your brow to the arch of your brow. It sits between 3 cm to 3.5 cm. This range will give you the illusion of a subtle brow lift. Tail length is measured from the arch of your brow to the end of your brow. It sits between 2 cm to 2.5 cm. The tail length must be shorter than the arch length to achieve the soft, angular arch.